Thames Valley Police, what's your emergency?
I've got 4 masked men outside my house and they've got weapons. They came round earlier and now they're in my they're at my property in Stamford
And what
Dingley.
weapons have they got?
Handheld things, they're all masked. I don't know whether they're coming to break in this house. I don't know whether they're coming, but they're... Yeah, can you please send someone...
Are they trying to get into your property?
They are gone in to break into something. They're trying to get into my garage or something.
Somewhere in the Berkshire darkness, 2 police officers hear that call. They're 4 hours past the end of their shift. They respond anyway. Within minutes, one of them will lie dying on a country road, dragged for over a mile, his uniform ripped from his body, killed by 3 teenagers who never stopped the car. The name of the officer was Andrew Harper. He had been married for just 4 weeks. It's August 15th, 2019, just before midnight. Rural Berkshire, England. A patchwork of country lanes, isolated farmhouses, and darkness so complete you can barely see the road ahead. Peter Wallace is on the phone with emergency services. From his bedroom window, he watches masked figures hook his 10,000-pound Honda quad bike to a getaway car with a tow rope. He wants to confront them. The dispatcher on the phone begs him to stay inside. Someone's on their way. The 3 teenagers in that car came from Four Houses Corner, a traveler's site in Berkshire. A tight-knit community of mobile homes and caravans where outsiders were met with suspicion and police with hostility. Henry Long was 18, the ringleader, the driver. He'd dropped out of school at 12 to follow his father and grandfather into what he openly called the family trade: theft. Henry Long couldn't read or write, but he knew how to steal. He knew how to evade. And he'd already threatened to ram a police officer with his car before that night. A video from 2 years earlier shows Long being arrested outside a pub at just 15, shouting, swearing at officers as they pin him down.
You're forgetting he's 15-year-old. Look how many of you there are. Look.
So he's acting.
Look. Doing this to flipping him. Look, all he's doing this to him. Look. Look.
Henry, he's calm down. Is that Henry?
Yeah, it's my son.
Oh, look how many police officers takes to do me, boys. I'm a real man. I'm a real man.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I think he's beat our record, Frank.
11.
He's beat our record. That's nothing.
Boy,
Give that
go on. Just get in, mate.
Just get in.
I'm not set though. Come on.
Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
See those rapists and murderers out there?
All days here, look. 15-year-old boy. Look here, look. Murderers get less than this. Look. Leg restraints out there. Pull them arm restraints out. Look.
His own father filmed it, encouraged it. That was the world Henry Long came from. Defiance wasn't just tolerated, it was celebrated. Albert Bowers, 17. A string of convictions already: battery, criminal damage, racist threats, sexual assault, possession of an offensive weapon. Jessie Cole, 17. The quietest of the 3. No prior convictions. He claimed he only went thieving with the others because he was scared to go alone. Together, they'd made a habit of prowling country lanes after dark, hunting for expensive machinery on rural properties. Quad bikes were a favorite target. On August 15th, they found one. PC Andrew Harper was 28 years old. He'd wanted to be a police officer since childhood. At 19, he joined Thames Valley Police as a volunteer. By 2011, he was a full-time constable. By 2019, he'd earned a coveted spot on the Roads Policing Unit, an elite team he'd worked years to join. He'd been on the unit for just 6 weeks, but the milestone Andrew was proudest of had nothing to do with his career. On July 18th, 2019, less than a month before that night, Andrew married his childhood sweetheart, Lissy Beckett. They'd been together 13 years, grown up side by side, built a life together. Their honeymoon was scheduled for just days away. Andrew Harper had everything to live for. PC Harper and his colleague PC Andrew Shaw are driving an unmarked BMW when they spot a silver Seat Toledo coming toward them, dragging a quad bike behind it. Shaw brakes hard to avoid a collision. In the flash of headlights, Harper sees a figure in dark clothing running alongside the car. He doesn't hesitate. Harper flings open his door and leaps out, chasing the suspect on foot. What he can't see, what he has no way of knowing, is that the tow rope is still attached to the car. When the thieves cut the quad bike loose, the strap fell to the ground, forming a loop. A snare. As Harper runs, both his feet step into that loop. The strap tightens around his ankles, and Henry Long hits the accelerator. What followed lasted 91 seconds. 91 seconds at an average speed of 42.5 miles per hour. PC Andrew Harper was dragged for over a mile through winding country lanes, his body swinging behind the car like a pendulum as Long swerved violently, trying to dislodge whatever weight he was pulling. Experts would later testify that anyone driving that car could not fail to know something heavy was being dragged behind them. Long didn't stop. The road surface did what road surfaces do to human flesh at 42 miles per hour. Harper's uniform was ripped from his body. By the time the strap finally released him near a junction on Ufton Lane, he was almost completely naked, wearing only socks, boots, and shredded remnants of his trousers. His injuries were catastrophic: skull fractures, broken bones, lacerations covering his body. The forensic pathologist offered one mercy. Harper likely lost consciousness almost immediately from the head trauma. He probably didn't feel himself being flayed alive. PC Shaw found him moments later, barely alive.
3-4. My colleague PC Harper got out of the vehicle, ran after the vehicle. I've now lost him.
Clue location.
The vehicle will come out on the A4, just down from Sully.
Exactly where I am at Austin. I'm waiting for it. It's 5-5.
Andrew Harper was pronounced dead at 11:45 p.m., surrounded by fellow officers desperately trying to save him. A police helicopter was already airborne. Thermal imaging cameras swept the countryside. Within minutes, they picked up a hot car engine hidden among the trailers at Four Houses Corner. Police radio audio. I've got a vehicle. Very hot. Number of males around it. All units, be mindful these people have already seriously injured one of our officers. By 1 a.m., police units simultaneously raided multiple caravans on the site. Henry Long was located first. Bowers was next. Then Cole, flushed from hiding nearby. Within hours, all three were in custody.
I'm arresting both of you on suspicion of murder. All right, and that's of a Thames Valley police officer, so it's suspicion of murder of a Thames Valley police officer. Right?
For a load of what?
Well, a load of what? It's suspicion of murder. It's quite a serious offence, to be honest.
It's serious to you.
All right.
Look, how do you expect you got that delivery? Like, what have we done?
Well, we're going to work that out. That's why it's prompt and effective investigation and to work everything out.
Does it look like I've done a murder?
Guys, look as if
no, because it's upsetting. It's upsetting that you couldn't be calling me a murderer.
All right, so you two both understand? So transportation's going to be gained for you, and then you're going to leave, all right?
The trial began at London's Old Bailey in March 2020, then collapsed due to COVID-19. A retrial commenced in June. It was plagued by problems: reports of jury intimidation, One juror discharged after mouthing "bye boys" to the defendants. Throughout the proceedings, Long, Bowers, and Cole laughed and joked among themselves. When charged with murder, Long reportedly smirked and said, "I don't give a shit about any of this." Their defense: they didn't know Harper was attached. On July 24, 2020, the verdicts came. Not guilty of murder. All three. The courtroom erupted. Harper's widow, Lissy, broke down in tears. Long had already pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Bowers and Cole were convicted of the same. Henry Long, 16 years. Albert Bowers, 13 years. Jessie Cole, 13 years. For dragging a police officer to his death, they would serve roughly 2/3 of their sentences before becoming eligible for parole. Long could be free in just over 10 years. Andrew Harper doesn't have 10 years. Andrew Harper is dead. Lissy Harper refused to let her husband's death end with that verdict. She launched a campaign. She met with the Home Secretary. She gathered 750,000 signatures. She fought, and she won. On April 28, 2022, Harper's Law was added to the UK statute books. Under this law, anyone convicted of killing an emergency worker, police, paramedics, firefighters, prison officers, while committing a crime, faces mandatory life imprisonment. Had Harper's Law existed in 2019, Long, Bowers, and Cole would have received life sentences. In December 2023, Lissy Harper was awarded an MBE by King Charles for her services to victims of violent crime. A tribute to her husband's memory. A legacy built from grief. Henry Long, Albert Bowers, and Jessie Cole remain in prison. All three appealed their sentences. All three were rejected. The Court of Appeal called their punishments severe sentences for such young offenders, but the applicants had committed a grave crime and their punishments were deserved. Meanwhile, Four Houses Corner, the traveler site where the killers were arrested, is undergoing a £4.2 million taxpayer-funded refurbishment. Despite objections from PC Harper's mother, from Thames Valley Police, and from dozens of local residents, West Berkshire Council approved the redevelopment in March 2024. Former residents have a legal right to return. The same families. The same site. Andrew Harper responded to a call 4 hours after his shift ended. He didn't have to be there. He chose to be. He was dragged for over a mile by teenagers who laughed about it in court. He was 28 years old. He had been married for 4 weeks. He never got his honeymoon. Lissy Harper wrote in her tribute, "We often talked about how lucky we were to have found and kept each other. Not a day went past that we didn't say, 'I love you.' A stolen quad bike, 91 seconds, 1 life ended, 3 more destroyed, and a law that now bears his name." Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Juvenile Files for more documentaries.